So, Sally, tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to Reiki in the first place.
Okay, I was born in the UK and I grew up in a family with a lot of sisters, and we were encouraged from a very young age to do well in life. So I applied myself and I got a very good education, and I went into the field of medical pharmacy. So I'm actually a qualified medical pharmacist, and I worked for a company called Boots, which is a very big pharmaceutical company. And every year they promoted me. So after sort of 18 years in senior management roles, Boots one day asked me to go to Asia and to open their retail stores for them in Thailand. So that's what brought me over to Asia. And I did that and I loved it, and it was very, very fast paced, and we opened 70 stores in 3 years. And then one day Boots said to me, look, you've done a fantastic job in Asia, but can you please now come back to the UK and work on a project which is all about downsizing the corporate company. So for those people that are from the corporate world, you know this means making lots of people redundant. So one morning, I just realized as I woke up that, my heart was dying. It wasn't something that I wanted to do with my life. So after 18 years, 19 years in the senior management roles, I just quit my job. And I decided that I wanted to come back to Asia for a few reasons. One was, I loved Asia. It's fast-paced, high energy, and, very can-do attitude. But the second reason was that I'd met a very old missionary friend who wanted to open an orphanage. And he had the passion in his heart to do it, but he didn't have the business skills or the business acumen. So I started helping him myself just by funding some of the projects. But the moment that I realized that I was going to quit my job, I decided that I was going to dedicate a year of my life to working and opening the orphanage. So that's what I did. So I opened an orphanage in Chiang Mai in Thailand. And it was whilst I was in Chiang Mai with the hill tribes, with the people that have no access to any medicine whatsoever, that I suddenly realized people can heal themselves. If somebody falls sick, they're able to do something that heals themselves. Whereas I'd come from this world where the moment you fall sick, you go to the doctor, you get some medicine, and you take it without even thinking about what you're taking. So it was almost like an awakening for me that, if you use your mind in a different way, then you can heal yourself. So that took me on a journey, and I wanted to learn more and more about understanding the mind. So I met a very famous teacher called Vikas Malkani, and he was teaching meditation at the time. And I attended one of his lessons, and that was when I first realized that there's so much more to life than I'd been taught in the universities. And I really wanted to learn what that was. So I took myself on a journey, and I ended up in India, and I was learning a bit more from him in his center in India. And, I'd always had this real passion to learn more about self-healing. And I was talking to Vikas at the time saying, I'm really going to open a holistic center. I really want to do something in Singapore. And at that moment, he said to me, look, why don't we do something combined together, and why don't we open Soul Center? So that really is how Soul Center started.
Very good. And tell me about Reiki. What is it?
Yeah.
What is Reiki and what it is not?
Yeah. So Reiki was rediscovered by a gentleman called Dr. Usui, who was from Japan. And to put it simplistically, it's a way of understanding yourself. It could be seen as a spiritual practice, and it's also a way of hands-on healing. So you're taught basic positions on the body, and you can utilize the energy that's around you to bring energy into your own body to support your own body's healing.
And so today you are teaching Reiki, and Soul Center is very well known as one of the best places to learn Reiki in Singapore, in Asia. Now, what eventually made you decide you wanted to teach to others?
Yeah. When I first started Reiki, I didn't really have any intention whatsoever to teach. I just wanted to use Reiki for myself, and I started using it on my own body, and I saw such a massive difference in my own health and well-being on many levels. The physical level, the emotional level, the spiritual level, everything was changing. And I started giving Reiki to many people because I do lots of different therapies, and I started to do Reiki on different clients. And they saw such wonderful results that they started to ask me, look, you have to teach us this. You have to teach us how we can continue to do Reiki. And one thing that I wanted to give at Soul Center was I don't want people ever to be dependent on me. So I wanted to teach them this gift that I had also learnt myself, but I wanted to teach it in a way that was very effective and very professional. So I combined a lot of the Reiki knowledge with also a lot of my medical knowledge, and we've created a system that allows people to give a complete therapy to a person in such a way that they understand not only the physical aspects of the body, but the mind-body connections and the emotional aspects that lead to dis-ease in a body.
And if a student comes to Soul Center to learn Reiki, can they just learn Reiki to apply it to themselves, or can they progress and evolve in this process and take it further?
Yeah. At Soul Center we teach all the way from beginner all the way to teacher level. So you can arrive at Soul Center as an absolute beginner and do Reiki level 1, then you can progress to Reiki level 2, then you progress to Reiki Master, and if you want to, you can become a certified teacher with us at Soul Center. You can teach globally. So we take people at all levels of Reiki.
So Sally, what is your opinion on the fact that now there are apps that say you can learn Reiki, or there are certain websites or centers which are accessible on the web, and basically they say that you don't need a teacher. You can just download a program or read a book or go through some online courses and learn how to heal yourself. Do you think that is enough, or does a person need to really learn from a teacher?
Yeah, I actually think a person definitely needs a teacher. It's a little bit like saying to somebody, you know, look at this fruit on the internet. You can see the color of it, you can see the shape of it, but you can't taste the essence of it. So you definitely need a teacher with Reiki, because first of all, a teacher, the energy that the teacher brings to your experience will be good. Secondly, they will teach you all about the physical aspects of the body, and they will watch you do a therapy in front of them, and they will correct you as needed. And thirdly, you know, just being in the energy with the teacher, having dialogue, having exchanges, allows you to learn so much faster.
And how important is it that a student find a good teacher? Does it matter, or any teacher will do?
Yeah. I think a student should look for the best teacher that they can find, because we only have so much time, energy and effort. So it's very, very important that you seek out a teacher that first of all you feel comfortable with, that you resonate with, first, and a teacher that is walking the talk. So for example, a Reiki teacher should be somebody that, you know, lives the principles of Reiki, you know, is healthy, for example, who takes clients, has got good rapport with those clients. So I think it's very, very important to look for a teacher, and one that has been around a long time and taught other teachers.
And is Reiki religious? Does it have a religious component, or is it something that anybody can benefit from?
Yeah, anybody can benefit. Reiki really, it's the energy that's all around you. So I say it's the energy that makes the trees move, it's the energy that makes the water move, it's the energy of the air, the energy of the environment around you. So anybody can use Reiki. All you have to do is learn how to harness that energy and bring it into your own body for the purpose of healing.
Very good. Thank you, Sally, and thank you for all your opinions and your experience and your wisdom. We appreciate that.
Thank you.